email etiquettes and their importance. The medium of internet is engulfing human life very fast. Recall how many times during the day we press the enter button to reply and send. We rarely think about what is written in it before sending and replying. But how you react and what you write in that response, creation of your professional and personal identity depends on it. Whether that message is on the Messenger app or on email. When writing emails to friends in school or college, it is written in common language. It is also expected to use common language while presenting your project to your teachers. But when you email as a business person, then it is necessary to write in the same business manner. In short, email is a means of communication. The dialogue should be clear and easy to understand and an easy way to exchange information. For any professional work, if you have communicated through email and that email has grammatical mistakes or spellings are wrong, or the message is left halfway, then it may affect your professional or business image. Your skills can be doubted. Sometimes that person becomes a subject of fun amongst people in his professional field and among colleagues and in the office. Email etiquettes are very important and responsible skills that are very effective for your career. To apply for a job or to exchange information and plans with colleagues at the workplace, then email them in the same way as the definite definition and method. Let us understand step by step about email etiquettes. 1. Email sender and receiver, which means the person who sends and the one who receives. In this, we get to know about 2. CC and BCC. 2. Subject line or topic. 3. Greetings, meaning compliments. 4. Email body, in which we write the text. 5. Attachment. 6. Signature, meaning your signature placed at the end of the email. 1. Email sender and receiver, meaning the one who sends and the one who receives. The first thing that we see when sending an email is email sender and receiver. The sender is the person or organization that sends the email. The person who accepts that email is the receiver. If we are the sender, then our name is on our personal or business email ID. In the receiver, the person with whom we want to communicate or want to tell something to, we write his email ID in the to box. CC means carbon copy or courtesy copy. In this, what we are doing and whether the given work is being done on time or not, to whoever it needs to be communicated, we write their email ID in CC, such as our seniors, officers, or people who need to know about that project. There is one more box in the receiver, BCC. This means blind carbon copy or blind courtesy copy. In this box, those whose email ID you write are not visible to the people entered in to and CC. Therefore, Do not register anyone in the BCC when there is no need while doing a business email. Otherwise, when one knows that another person has received the information, then the question of credibility may arise. 2. Subject line or topic. Subject line comes after the sender and receiver. The subject you are writing this email about is written here. While writing the subject in subject line, write it in very few words, just 4 to 6 words. Write the subject line in a way that the topic is understood. Subject line is written in very few words. However, do not write it in 1 or 2 words. Rather, write in such exact words as to make sense about your email. 3. Greetings, meaning compliments or best wishes. Greetings does not mean writing long lines or poems. At the beginning of the email, first of all, express your greetings by writing hello or dear. Another popular business method of giving wishes is written directly like greetings or greetings for the day. No matter how much friendship you have with your colleagues, never start by saying, "Hey, what's up?" when emailing them. Because you must keep in mind that you are not writing the email for personal reasons but for professional reasons. 4. Email body. Email body is the main part of the email. Write the full text of the purpose for which you are emailing it. Whatever you want to write, write every part in detail. Even if that text is short, it should be well thought of. Its beginning, middle and end should be taken care of properly. 5. Attachment. In the email, if you are sending a document or a file in any format, then write your text about it in the email body. And do not attach too many files. Please keep in mind the size of the file while attaching. Do not attach files larger than the capacity. 6. Signature. At the end of the email, you can write your name, your post, name of organization or business, mobile number, landline number, business email ID, and whatever is available on social media. But this signature should not be very large. Keep it as little as possible.